a little bit of myth busting now, Dave. So we're going to talk a little bit about, or I'm going to get your opinion on activation exercises prior to a session. Why do we do them, and what should we do?
Yeah, that's a good point, and it's something that we do get often asked. People go in the gym and they're doing these activations because they've seen them on Instagram, seen them on YouTube, not really sure why they're doing them, and a lot of people kind of say, no point in doing it anyway because you're going to use the muscle, so just start with a lighter set. But I think the way you and I do these activation exercises isn't to necessarily prime the muscle that you're about to use, it's to make sure that the muscle of the joint that stabilizes it keeps it in one place and means that you're less likely to get injured, but also more likely to recruit the muscle in the session that you're after. So if we can prime the through range stabilizer, as we call it, then actually what we're going to get is this person achieving what they're after.
Yeah, so like an example would be you're going to go and do a squat session. So yeah, you're going to get some glute max and you're going to get some like rec fem work done, aren't you, through the squat. But actually what you're saying is you'd probably look at maybe activating a bit of glute med.
Yeah.
And you'd probably maybe look at activating the adductors so that you're providing some stability through range to the femur on the pelvis. Yeah, okay, so that there's control there as you then go and squat. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. So the big muscles like the glute max and rec fem, like you've talked, so the big quad muscle, they're going to pull the hip around a lot, aren't they? And if we can use some little muscles or smaller muscles to stabilize that hip in the socket, then actually what we're going to get is we're going to get a nice stable joint, less likely to injure, but also then the pull is going to pivot in the right place. So we're going to recruit the glute max and rec fem better, more efficiently, and build them better.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. So don't necessarily think about an activation exercise as working the muscle you're going to train.
Yeah.
You're working more the stabilizer that works as you train the muscle.
Yeah, which is like with the glutes, if we're going to talk about squats, for example, you don't want to go and lightly train glute max because we know we're going to get that working, we know we're going to get that firing, but we're trying to stop it pulling the joint too much and displacing that hip.
Yeah, it's a really important point that, because I think it's nice because a lot of people go and do activation exercises but aren't exactly sure why they do them. Yeah. So I think that's really nice, Dave. Thanks a lot.